He was not threatened. He said, my brothers, this is the day, like the day our Lord Jesus was arrested. Remember, he knew what was going to happen.
In the archives of Ugandan history, one figure stands out as a beacon of courage, faith and resistance against tyranny, Archbishop Janan Luwum. Born in 1922 in the village of Mukwini in northern Uganda, Janan Luwum grew up in a humble environment surrounded by the beauty of his homeland and the challenges of colonial rule. His early years were marked by a deep sense of spirituality and a desire to serve others, qualities that would shape his future path. Entering the Anglican Church as a young man, Luwum's journey was one of dedication and commitment. His passion for the teachings of Christ led him to pursue priesthood, and he was ordained in 1956. Luwum's rise within the church hierarchy was swift, fueled by his unwavering faith and leadership abilities. He became known for his compassion, humility and unwavering commitment to justice. In 1974, Archbishop Janan Luwum reached the pinnacle of his ecclesiastical career and he was appointed as the Bishop of the Church of Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Bogazaire.
Every single diocese had an evangelistic and outreach mission. And also, not only that, as a result of the mission and all these conventions, we're seeing more people coming forward for baptism instructions, for confirmation.
This appointment came at a critical time in Uganda's history as the country grappled with the brutal regime of dictator Idi Amin. Amin's reign of terror was marked by widespread human rights abuses, political repression and violence.
I am speaking as a great man who is the conqueror of the British Empire.
In the face of such atrocities, the Archbishop Janan Luwum emerged as a courageous voice of moral clarity and resistance. He fearlessly spoke out against the injustices committed by the regime, advocating for peace, reconciliation and the protection of human dignity. But his outspokenness came at a great personal cost. In February 1977, the Archbishop Janan Luwum was arrested on trumped-up charges of treason and plotting to overthrow the government. The arrest took place at the current Serena Hotel, where a meeting that included the army and religious leaders was called. During the course of the meeting, all clergy, including the bishops, were instructed to converge to a room and were locked up from there, as the Reverend Captain Isaac Baka, an eyewitness, narrates.
While we were in that room, the Archbishop spoke to us. He said, "Gentlemen, don't be surprised to what is going on. I know I may not be with you tonight. You must know that the church in Uganda was founded on the blood of martyrs. Therefore, we must understand, if it may be him selected as a sacrificial lamb to renew the blood that was shed 100 years ago here in Uganda, we should not be surprised." He was ready. He called upon us to be faithful.
Shortly after, he met a tragic end, as numerous individuals speculate that the Amin regime orchestrated his ruthless assassination to suppress his opposing views.
After we entered the room, the bishop went straight to face him. He said, you murderer, you killer, have you murdered an innocent man? Do you know that is you have shed an innocent blood? You shall not sit here. We give you 2 years. If you sit here beyond 2 years, then the Jesus you were preaching did not die and they rise again and they went to heaven.
The death of the Archbishop Janan Luwum sent shockwaves throughout Uganda and the world, galvanizing opposition to Amin's tyranny and inspiring countless individuals to stand up for justice and freedom.
the report that his death was caused by a motor accident is as preposterous as the allegations leveled against him by President Amin. Archbishop Luwum is only one more victim of the wave of atrocities in Uganda, against which we in the All Africa Conference of Churches have consistently protested for a number of years. We are alarmed and terrified by indications that the murder of the Archbishop may be part of a campaign of terror unleashed against Christians in Uganda.
Archbishop Janan Luwum's legacy lives on as a symbol of courage, faith and the unwavering pursuit of justice. His life serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of hope and righteousness can shine brightly. Archbishop Janan Luwum will forever be remembered as a towering figure whose spirit continues to inspire generations. About 3 years ago, President Museveni declared February 16th a public holiday in honor of former Church of Uganda Archbishop who was killed during Amin's reign on February 16th, 1977.
He was not threatened. He said, my brothers, this is the day, like the day our Lord Jesus was arrested. Remember, he knew what was going to happen.